Hello there, Kenobi. Right, welcome back to Return of the Nerd Behind the Scenes. So today, I'm just going to talk a little bit about the process, what happens when our delivery comes in, right? So this is what I do. I don't have to do it, but I think it's necessary. So I've got all the TVC from the new Darth Vader wave. It's absolutely incredible. Really nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to open every single case, but I'm going to open like probably about half of them, 50%, because I want to know, have they been packaged properly? Are there any errors, any problems, any, factory errors, mistakes? Anything that's damaged, I can send it back, get a replacement. But also, because it's an assorted wave, I really need to work out like, okay, so I got 2 Vaders in one box, so how many have I got in total? And then doing that, I will basically put these back into their, into the Hasbro cases and then label them. So this one will be Vader, and then I can keep track of my inventory because I need to know which characters are selling really fast and which ones are, I hate to say it, peg warming, because all that has to be committed to memory, not just, recorded on a computer, because I'm constantly selling and buying and selling and buying every single day, so it gets complicated. So at the moment I'm just kind of doing like quality control, having a look at what I've been given, and so far, man, everything looks really nice. I'm totally in love with this Darth Vader. He's amazing. I'm going to open the Hunter wave, which is 6 figures. I'm going to open that a little bit later, but first I'm going to do this. Right, stop the press. So what I've done is I've gone through 12 boxes. Everything is perfect. Like, the quality control is actually very good on this batch that I've received today. I got to number 13, lucky 13, and I've got my first. This is the first card back. It's a clone Captain Hauser, and it's got a crease where the peg is. And for an inbox collector, someone who wanted to have mint on card, something to be graded, this would definitely be rejected. So, but I'm not going to return it to Hasbro because this is an opportunity for me to have this, so I can use this for my videos. So anything that I think is deemed, substandard for my clients, I will happily to take it, and then I can put that on my channel. So that's good. So I'm going to put that to one side. The rest of the case is fine, and I'll move on to the next case. And also, usually, like, there'll be like 30 or 40% that I do not open, because sometimes people insist to buy the whole case. It's weird because now collectors, they don't just buy like the whole wave and then put them in the acrylic cases. They'll buy an entire Hasbro case and then put that in an acrylic case as well, and then have that graded too. So there's so many different types of collectors that you need to look out for, so it's kind of interesting. Anyway, I'm going to keep on keeping on, and then hopefully I'll get onto the Hunter wave. Right, so I finished going through most of the boxes and just checking and see everything's okay, and now I'm putting them back into individual cases. So for example, this case now, all of the clone Hauser I put all together in one case. And I'm really super careful because I really hate that when you have an assorted case, and sometimes I shout at Queenie, you want a specific figure and you can't find it, and then you pull it out, like you pull the other one out and pull it out. And every time you do that, you kind of risk damaging or creasing it. So what we do is I'll just label everything like Hausers go in here, and I'm not going to cram them in, like I don't want them to be squished. And then I'll keep these to one side, and I know exactly how many of this figure I've got. So I'm going to do that with all of them, and then we'll move on to the other batch, which is the Hunter wave. Okay, right, I'm pretty much done with the whole wave. I'm just finishing off. All I've got left to do is Han Solo. Basically, like, you get the whole case is like eight pieces, 8 card backs, but I just think this is like too tight, so I take them out, and when I put them back in again, so this one I'm doing here is weak weight, I'm only probably going to put like 5 maximum in there, and I just don't want them to, when they're like rubbing against each other, and sometimes the bubble, you get the shape of the curve of one side of the bubble imprinted onto the other one. That's not good. So yeah, I do that. I don't mind to do this as well. I know there's lots of people who they own a company, they're the boss, but they don't want to get their hands dirty, and they they delegate menial tasks to other people, but like, because I'm a collector as well, like I can do this all day long. I can order 1,000 cases, I can go through every box, and I'm just happy to just like touch them, and I don't care. I love it. Okay, carry on. So I've got the Hunter, we call it the Hunter Wave. So there's 6 of them, and I've got through, I'm on my 7th case, and I found one which, again, it's the same problem. It's like where the peg is, and there's this huge crease that goes out. I know that people really don't like that, so I'm going to keep that for unboxing. And yeah, I'm really surprised by how amazing these ones are. The Andor figures are blowing me away, man. My favorite one, okay, right now is this fella here, the Phase 2 Clone Trooper from Andor, and I'm so excited to see Andor, right, the logo on a card back, right? It just looks superb. This is beautiful, all right? So the Vader from the first wave that I was talking about, Vader, he's so nice. And I think the Clone Trooper looks really cool. I mean, after I do an unboxing, I might change my opinion, but right now, just like looking at them, like on the card back still, I gotta say, this is just amazing. Right, I'm gonna keep going and do the same thing with these. I'm gonna check them and then put them into their own individual cases. Well, I know a lot of you hardcore TVC collectors are gonna probably hate me for saying this, but this guy is kind of cool, right? Starkiller, I mean, this is my first time to see him. I've only started collecting TVC recently, over the last like year or so, not even that. But like, the accessories he comes with is so freaking cool, man. I'm definitely keeping one of those for myself. And oh look, I found a defect. I'll have to keep that one for myself as well. Oh, can't sell that. I'll definitely be having one of these for myself. These Clone Troopers are just like so nice. Found something funny. Cassian Andor has a removable officer cap, right? But in a couple of the bubbles, the cap is all skewiff and kind of falling off his head. It looks funny. So those ones I'll probably keep. In fact, I actually enjoy doing this because sometimes like I will find some like factory errors or some funny things that have happened whilst, you know, the machines have been putting the figures into the bubble. So I'm just curious to see what I'm going to find next. Right, I've pretty much gone through like almost half of my stock for the Andor Hunter Wave, and I've got to say, Hasbro and the local suppliers like did a really, really good job, right? So good. Like this, I've got about 5 or 6 card backs out of like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds that I think I wouldn't sell to collectors. I mean, again, I wouldn't say they're damaged and I would want them to be replaced. It's just that they're not like, they've got little creases and little things wrong with them, and I'm going to use those for unboxing. I tell you what, I cannot wait to get this guy open because apparently he's got the new Clone Trooper articulation, right? And I'm all about posing. I love putting them on the spinny table and adding some music. So I pretty much got a whole set for myself. This is so cool. So I can't wait to, the next video for TVC will be this wave. I'll do some figures from this wave and I'll put them up on the channel, and then later on we can do the other wave with the Tusken Raider and the Darth Vader. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe. The link to my store is in the description below if you want to order any of the new TVC items or anything from my store. You just give me a shout on social media and I will sort you out. This is the way.